Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're talking about vintage Gillettes, but wait, it's not the one you think. Get out your pitchforks and torches, because today we're talking about the Gillette SensorExcel from 1993. So get ready to burn me at the stake, because I'm That's right, I am Dave Shaves, and you can follow me on social media at the Dave Shaves. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon for notifications. Today we are talking about the Gillette SensorExcel. I don't know exactly what year it originally came out, but this one here is from 1993. You can see it right there, copyright. But I know that it had been out for a little while before that, I believe. I know it was really big in the 90s, and the Gillette Sensor was the one that preceded this, but it wasn't quite as big as the SensorExcel. Now, what's cool about getting my hands on this is that these are hard to come by here in the United States. You can buy them on Amazon from other countries where I guess they're still being manufactured, but they are not being manufactured here in the US anymore. And they're not being sold in stores here in the US anymore. Although I don't know that it ever really was manufactured here, but they're not being boxed and sold here in the United States any longer. So you really only have to buy it online, or can buy it online. You can get the blades at stores, but you can't get the actual razor any longer. That was done away with sometime in the 90s, mid to late 90s. Right around the time that it was overshadowed by the Mach 3, which is this handy dandy guy right here, which has not changed much at all since its introduction. It's the same razor it's always been. And then of course, Gillette's since brought out the Fusion, the Pro Glide, all that stuff. But this was one of the originals. This was before this, there was only one other pivoting head, and that was the Atra, the Gillette Atra. And I say before this because the Sensor and the SensorExcel, they're slightly different, but they're basically the same razor. So really, the Sensor and the SensorExcel are the same razor. So before this was the Atra, it was the first pivoting head cartridge. And then before that was the Gillette Track 2, which was, as far as I'm aware, the first cartridge razor mass-produced, sold in the United States. So this is definitely an early model. I'm excited to try it. I never have. I've only used the Mach 3. I had a friend that used to use the Sensor and the SensorExcel back in the day, but I never did. So this will be my first time really trying it. I'm very excited about it. So we're gonna open this bad boy up in just a minute, but first let's go ahead and talk about the rest of what we're using today. We're gonna be using a little sample of Margaritas in the Arctic by Sterling Soap Company, which I have in this little thing right here. I got this from one of my viewers a while back, and I'm still working my way through it. So I put a little bit in my Vikings Blade Chairman bowl, and we're going to be lathering that up today with my Viking Revolution Badger Hair Brush. And then we're also going to be finishing up today with some Nivea Men's Sensitive Cooling Post-Shave Balm and some Skin Bracer Aftershave. I know I've been using a lot of these products recently, but I like going back to what I know and love, especially when I'm doing a razor that I'm not used to. So the soap I've only used a couple of times, but I know the aftershaves I've used a bunch together and pretty recently. But today we're not focusing on those, so I figure it works. All right, so that's what we're doing today. Let's go ahead and see if we can just break this bad boy open. Now, as you can see, it is a little perforated in back here. Got a little line here and a little tab thing there. So we're gonna see if we can just pop this open without ripping the whole damn package, and it looks like we can. You can see that it's splitting open nicely, so it's gonna go right on up around the perforated. Pull pull up the tab there, and we're gonna see if we can pull this bad boy out without ripping the box, which I don't know, but we're gonna try. Looks like we're gonna end up having to rip the box because I can't really get it open. And you can tell how old this is. This guy is, hello. Hello, definitely can't keep this in one piece. That's all right. From 1993, I didn't really see the ability to keep it in one piece. I'm a little sad that I opened it, but that was kind of the whole point. You can see how old it is with the yellowing in the plastic right here. It makes this almost look gold. But the razor itself is in perfect shape. It is great. I might see if I can get my hands on another one of these to keep in box, but I really wanted to use this one. Like that's just what I wanted to do. So I'm very excited. And to get one brand new out of a box from 1993, it really does kind of make me feel like I'm shaving from the 90s. So that'll kind of be cool. So, and as you can see, it does come with a little blade cover, blade protector, but it's flimsy. It's not the hard plastic like you would expect. It's very flimsy plastic, so you can see it kind of bending around. So that's interesting compared to today's razor from the Mach 3, which I got less than a year ago, and I got it brand new. You can see it's not quite as flimsy. It's definitely a better quality plastic, harder and whatnot. So that's interesting. I guess over the years they just focused on making the blade guard better, so that's good. And then it looks like it's pretty easy to take apart. Looks like you just click these little two things right here, these buttons on the side, right there, and the blade just pops off like that. And then it just squeezes right back on there. And it definitely has a pivoting head. Not quite as nice as the pivoting heads, although actually not bad. So we'll see. And it's got the little lubrication strip right up top there. And we'll see how it works out. Very, very small. Smaller than I remember seeing it. Even by the standard of the Mach 3, although the Mach 3 is pretty small too, but even so, you can see the size difference of the head, and there's more to it than just adding a blade. So, I don't know what the new ones from today look like that are manufactured and sold overseas, but here in the States, they stopped being sold here, so I don't really know. But I'd love to get my hands on one from then as well, just to compare the two. That'll be a fun little thing to do. So we'll see. Little project. All right, so that's what we're going to do today, and I'm very excited to get this going. So let's just go ahead and start lathering up a bit. Like I said, we do have my Margaritas in the Arctic right in there. I got this bad boy, just got out of some soaking water. I got plenty of water in there in the bristles. So we're just gonna go ahead and lather it up. And I laugh and I make jokes about you guys burning me at the stake and whatnot, because I know that a lot of you don't like cartridge razors, and I know the last video I did on the 4th was a disposable razor as well. So I know a lot of you are like gonna beat me up for this one, but that's okay. That's all right. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and a lot of people actually have been very kind to me on social media about it, which I find funny because I would expect them to not be. Like, I really just expect them to like beat me up, but people that follow me on Instagram and whatnot, a lot of people have been like telling me I'm actually going to love this razor. So that actually gives me high hopes for it. We'll see. What about you guys? Do you guys ever use the SensorExcel? Did you or do you ever use any of the other Gillettes? I've used a couple of the Fusion Pro Glides. Keep dropping the soap out of here. There's a little bit of remnants of the soap here, which keeps falling out as I'm lathering up. Do you use the Gillettes? I'd love to know. Even if you don't now, did you ever, like, was there ever, what was your go-to razor before you started wet shaving? Was it just disposables? Was it a Schick? Was it a Gillette? What one was it? Just curious. And do you ever go back to it? I know some of you do. I don't, except for like special videos. When I'm doing just a regular shave, I very, very rarely just shave with a cartridge. Unless I'm trying it out online or something. Usually, I'm shaving with a DE. Because you just can't beat a DE razor. But I know there are a lot of people out there that still love carts. So, let me know, comments below, what your cartridge of choice is or was, or what your disposable of choice is or was. What do you guys have? What do you like? Have you always, or maybe you've always been wet shavers. Maybe you never use cartridges. Let me know that too. I'd be interested. All right. So we are already 11 minutes into this, and basically I'm just talking, but I think we got a nice lather going on here. So we're going to go ahead and splash some hot water on my face, and we're going to see if we can get this party started finally. Let that warm up a little bit. Sorry, my hot water does not want to heat up for whatever reason. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, don't need too much because I did just get out of the shower. So, it's still pretty moist from there. All right. So let's go ahead and lather this bad boy up. Huh. This seems a little foamier than I was expecting. Huh. I don't know if I didn't lather enough. I thought I did. It looks like a good lather here. I don't know. But it's a little looser than I thought. Not too bad. I mean, it's holding its shape on my face, so that's not too bad. Menthol and it's still strong. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Let's do this thing. Huh. Well, damn. Right off the bat, I can tell you it is a lot better than I was expecting. So this is very exciting. But it's not bad, and it glides nicely on the skin. And like, you have to press down, but you don't have to press down as much as I was expecting. It's not the best shave. Like, it's still gonna take a few passes, but I would argue that this is better than a cartridge from nowadays. I would argue that this is a better cartridge. I would even argue that it's better than the Mach 3. I would argue that this is the best cartridge I've used in a long time. I'm surprised. Like, I love the way it glides on my face. And again, it's not the world's closest shave, but it's doing pretty well. You can hear the feedback and you can see the hair coming off in there. And it's only been a day or so since I shaved. Like, there's still some stubble on my face, but not as much as you would think. And after my next 2 passes, there won't be anything left. All right. So let's see. Let's go ahead and start pass 2. I'm impressed with it. I really am. And it takes a lot for me in cartridge razors. Usually I'm after the first pass, I'm usually on the fence about cartridges. So for me to like a cartridge razor right off the bat after the first pass, that says something. So I am pleasantly surprised and impressed. And usually I feel some irritation as well. And I'm not. And you can push back and you can say that cartridges suck and everything, and ordinarily I'd agree with you. But there is something about this SensorExcel that I actually, it's doing really well for me. It really is. I'm impressed. I am really impressed. Again, I'm not going to be switching back. But as I've said, I'm a person who likes switching up his shaving on occasion. I've said that before. And you know what? You know, when I tried the Mach 3 the first time, I hated it. And even when I tried it a couple times that I've used it over the year, it was not, I never loved it. This is really good. I mean, I'm really impressed. Not even impressed, I'm shocked. If I'm being honest, to find an emotion, I'm shocked. All right, going in for the final pass, but I don't know what else to say. The soap, by the way, is holding up better than I thought it was. Also, you know what I'm noticing about this razor? Is with most disposables and carts, you have to push down. This one, you don't have to push down as hard. The blades just sort of work. And I wasn't sure about the pivoting head. But it really does work nicely. I gotta say, even if you hate cartridges, pick this bad boy up. This will be kept in my arsenal. And this will get used again, and it will probably get used again on camera. I like this razor, and I don't like cartridges. I like this razor. That is a close, smooth shave. And it feels amazing. So that happened. Once this cartridge is dead, I'm gonna pick up a pack of these, because as I said, they can still be bought. The cartridges, just not the razor itself. I'm hoping it's just as good, but we'll find out. All right, let's go ahead and just splash some Nivea Men and then some skin bracer on my face, and we'll get on the road. Ordinarily, there's discomfort. Even when I use my Nivea Men, I can feel the irritation. I'm really interested to see what the skin bracer does to my skin, because some ever so slight burning on my jawline, but that's it. That's it, and it eased real quick. I'm not gonna have any razor burn, which for me in a cartridge is shocking. But I'm not gonna have any razor burn, and I am impressed. This was a Gillette SensorExcel from 1993, and I love it. I love the height, the size and weight of this handle as well. It really is superb. And I'm saying this about a cartridge razor. I don't do cartridge razors. I'm a DE person all the way. But I love it. Check it out. Don't take my word for it. Pick it up at a store, order online, whatever you gotta do. Find yourself a Gillette sensor, pick it up. Worth it. Worth it, worth it, worth it. Keep it in your arsenal. I gotta say, the feeling of the handle, it's heavier than the Mach 3, which I like. So I'm impressed. I am impressed. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned a lot. I hope you take my advice and pick that bad boy up. It is well worth it. But That, as they say, is that. If you're watching this video and you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon for notifications. If you like this video, you like all my videos, hit that like button, give me some comments below. Feel free to follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, @TheDaveShaves. Hit me up on Patreon, patreon.com/TheDaveShaves. That said, of course, as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep shaving. I'll see you on the next video.